What up, guys? It's your girl, Rara Butterfly, here today to do your daily message. Whenever you catch a video, this reading is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node, Venus, anywhere in your chart. If the message does resonate for you guys, you know what to do. Hit that like, comment, subscribe button. This is definitely going to be a straight to the point love reading, Virgo. Okay, we getting straight to the point blank, period. Okay. First and foremost, I'm getting the number 827. That's been coming up lately. The number 27 could be significant for you guys, Virgo. I'm also picking up that Virgo, a lot of you guys, you seem to have been single for a while now, okay? Some of you guys, you've been single for almost a year. You've been single for 5 years, 8 years. If it's not single, Virgo, you've been tied down to someone for a while. Some of you guys, you could have been tied down for somebody for over 8 years here, or just for years, and then you finally have come out of that, and you've been single for a couple of years mentally here, okay? And you've been dating quite a few people, Virgo. For some of you guys, I feel like others of you guys, you've been really tied down to a relationship here, and things have not gotten better, okay? You could be, this could be your 8th year anniversary. You could be, whatever. I don't know how to explain it. You could have met somebody back when you were younger. Maybe you guys have a 10-year age difference here, Virgo. But I feel like things have really, you've outgrown this relationship. Especially if you're dealing with a Scorpio here. Okay, I'm getting heavy on that. Or a water sign here. Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Okay, so Virgo, let's get into this message. I definitely have something going for you guys today. I'm picking up a lot of energy here. I'm also getting that, Virgo, somebody that normally makes you very anxious, or somebody that you find yourself, really working your head over, somebody that grinds your gears here. They really don't get you that way anymore. Or even if this is you being, single, you meeting different people that maybe, they would have did it for you back then. They don't do it for you anymore. Okay. Let's get into this reading here, Virgo. I'm also hearing the name Monica, Maria. That name has been coming up a lot. I'm also getting that, Virgo, somebody always pops up in your head. Okay, or their name always pops up, or somebody always has your name in their mouth here. Okay, what's new, Virgo? Nothing. Okay, let's keep it to love here. The love reading for Virgo, straight to the point. Those are simply the downloads that I have for you guys today. Let's get into this message here. The main download I was getting, that a lot of you guys have been single for either way too long, okay, or you've been in a relationship that, a toxic relationship way too long here. Most of you guys, this is that second option type of energy here, Virgo, okay? For most of you guys, Virgo, what I'm getting here is that a lot of you guys, especially those of you guys that are single, I'm hoping you single, because those of you guys that's been in the relationship, man, you've been really allowing a lot of shit here. It's almost as being this second option. Okay, but those of you guys that are single, people have treated you like this second option here, Virgo. Okay, I feel like they try to give you this passionate love, this passionate sex, these passionate words, this, it's almost as if they confess all this love to you. They confess their bodies to you, whatever. But at the end of the day, they always say, oh, I got to go to work. I got to go back to my family. I got to go back to A, B, and C. I got to go back to, partying, clubbing, or we're just friends. Those of you guys that are single, right? Yeah, I feel like they try to keep you in their pocket here. For others of you guys, others of you that are in relationships here, this is somebody that definitely tries to, they lie to you, basically. Shit, I can't make it up, okay? They lie to you and they tell you that, oh yeah, I'm at work. Really, they out doing whatever, having rendezvous. They spending the extra money on this extra on other people here. I feel like, you've ignored it for a while here, but you're going to move on. You letting it go. Okay, you dealt with this shit for way too long. So you guys put what shoe you're in, okay? But I definitely see unchanged. The energy here, okay? This ain't nothing new. Okay, somebody been doing this. Okay, for some of you guys, you know, you've been by yourself for a long time and you're meeting somebody completely different and they're meeting you when you have completely changed. For others of you guys, I feel like something has remained the same too long. It's time for you to make a change. Okay, you guys see what time it is. Point blank period. Let me get a little closer so maybe you guys can see it a little better. Okay, Bird. Unchanged here. It says unaltered, living in the past. And I also feel like somebody keep on playing the same old shit. The same broken tune here, Virg. The number 27 is going to be very, very significant, okay? Very. I feel like, Virgo, you could be wanting something different. You could be inspired to leave a relationship because you've met somebody different. Maybe you feel bad for doing this. Are you the cheater in this situation? Or are you moving differently? Or are you doing something that nobody expected here, Virgo? That's also what I'm picking up here. I feel like, Virgo, you know, we did the reading about, you know, your enemies here being exposed. I feel like, Virgo, you're making a move that your enemies couldn't expose, that they didn't see coming. Okay? Point blank period, Bird. I feel like they were waiting for you to say something. They were waiting for you to do something, waiting for you to make a move, but you didn't. You just let the water hit the shore here, Virgo. You let everything naturally be exposed. You let it come when it was supposed to be, when it was time for it to come here. See, somebody was expecting you to jump before you were supposed to, for you to react before you were supposed to here, Virgo. You didn't do that. Point blank, period. Okay? I feel like because you don't care anymore, you let things go. I also feel like, Virgo, you're not excited anymore. Okay, people could come in with all these promises, or they could come in with different energy, but at the same time, until they show you that there's something different, you're not going to give your love to that anymore. Okay, I feel like, Virgo, you've been working very hard here, but love really seems to burn you out, or you're burnt out with work. You're burnt out with arguing. You're burnt out with explaining yourself. You're burnt out with having to, you know, go into battles and war for other people here, Virg. Okay, but I feel like you feel that you're too deep into this process. This could also be the energy that's around you, Virgo. I feel like you're ready to you're ready to come up. Okay, yeah, I feel like, Virgo, you're not supposed to breathe underwater here, but because you've had to go through so much emotional shit in your life, you've learned how to. It's almost like, you know, you become accustomed, you become adaptable to breathing underwater, but you're making a decision to come up. Okay, Virgo? Even if this is you being in a relationship with this water sign that you have allowed to kind of take you down because of love. I feel like, you know, God sees that, Spirit sees that, everyone else sees it, Virg. Okay, that's why you're able to breathe outside of your resources, outside of your nature, outside of your territory, outside of your, you know, your habitat, right, Virg? But at the end of the day here, no matter how you look at it, this process was necessary, okay? And I feel like, Virgo, you're on this come up, okay? A lot of you guys, this is going back in, the energy is vice versa, but we're clicking back into this single here. It could be single. Some of you guys, you know, you really could. No, this is going, excuse me, I apologize. This is somebody that's in that relationship here, okay? That addicted relationship. They got to put this work in, okay? It's been over. It's toxic. But maybe somebody here, Virgo, you know, they get to shop. They get to live, you know, kumbaya. This doesn't have to be you, Virgo. This could be somebody that's chosen over you, or this is some one of you guys that's actually dealing with this, right, Virg? if in this relationship, you know, where you get to present yourself as a certain way. Okay, you're definitely, you know, you taking care of business here. Okay, but I feel like this person here, Virgo, they put so much on you. Okay, they don't say like, hey, great job, Virgo, for doing this. Great job, Virgo, you deserve to shop. Yes, I feel like they make you feel like, Virgo, that's nothing. Like you make it look easy, and this is what they say, Virgo. They make you feel like that, even though they know that it's not that. I also feel like, Virgo, you do all this hard work. Those of you guys that are in this real relationship, this toxic relationship, don't put yourself in a bubble you're not in, right? But this toxic relationship, right? I feel like this person, they try to make it seem like, yeah, I'm about the business, I'm about that, and you do this, and this is your job, and whatever, Virgo. They try to make it seem like they're coming up as this certain type of individual, masculine or feminine here, but definitely heavy on the masculine energy. Okay, Bird? They try to make you feel like, you know, I don't know, Virgo. This person is, it's just toxic. Okay, it's time for this relationship to be over. Especially those of you guys that are in this relationship, you know who you are. I'm seeing the letter L. I'm seeing the letter H here. Okay, I'm also getting that somebody could have a very nice body if this is a masculine. I'm also getting this person, they're very hard on you, on your body. Okay, if you are the feminine in this relationship. Some of you guys, Virgo, this could be your sibling here. You can see them going through this. Okay, others of you guys, you could also see your sibling's partner out cheating, Virgo. You're having a hard time telling your sibling this, or you're having a hard time, you know, expressing some type of truth here. Okay, Virgo? Yeah, I feel like somebody is only with you for work, for money, or because it works with you. Okay, I feel like you don't feel the love the same anymore, especially if you've been in this relationship for a very long time here, Virgo, especially if you're in this union, you're tied down to somebody. Even if you guys have kids, I feel like this person, they invade your space, they invade your privacy, they're very hard on you, they judge your body, they judge what you do, they judge your work, they read your text messages. I'm also getting they scramble everything that you say, they try to use it back on you to create this confusion here, Virgo. I feel like, you know, this person at one point in time, they used to have you on this pedestal, they used to love you, they used to treat you, they used to whatever. But the more that you've gotten comfortable, the more you realize that this person is just like everybody else. The more you realize you've been tricked and swindled. But at the same time here, Virgo, you've already, you know, you've already signed the dotted line. You've already, you know, you're staying true to who you are here. But this water sign or this color blue, I'm also hearing that song, it's just emotions taking me over, caught up in sorrow, lost in the sun. And if you don't come back, come home to me, darling. Nobody. You guys know that song? Yeah, this person, they want you to feel, Virgo, especially those of you guys that's been tied down for a long time here. They want you to feel like you need them. They want you to feel like you can't do it without them. And even it's almost as if it makes you want to show them, Virgo, that you can. And the more that you show that you can, the more bitter that they become, the more workload they try to put on you, the more that they try to escape with work, the more that they try to gaslight you, the more that they try to scare you, the more that they try to burden you. But I feel like the truth just keeps getting exposed here, Virgo. Okay? This person, they would, if they say they love you so much, if you ever told this person you wanted to leave, the first thing they would take from you is what they see that you value as your home. Not the money, you know, your kids, you know, your foundation, your look, everything that you've helped this person build, the legacy that they know that you've created here, Virgo. That's the first thing they will play on. So what they do is create all this PTSD, all of this, I don't know, they're playing this mental game with you. Okay, Virgo, they put you in this state of feeling like you're at war, as if you're going to lose, and they put everybody in that state too, that you are the enemy. Okay, but then when they get into your mind, or when they get you behind closed doors, they try to create this peace. They do something with you behind the scenes, Virgo, that nobody sees, and it's very much so manipulative, gaslighting here. And then when they get with everybody else, this is the character that they show of you. We just did a reading about this, about the enemy here, but this is why I was saying that, Virgo, you're going to make this move here that the enemy does not expect here. This person that's been trying to play this game, you're going to do something they never ever motherfucking thought. They've been used to playing off of your heart. They've been used to playing off of your your past. They've been used to playing off of this trauma here. But right now, you're going to say, no, you're not going to answer. Okay, this person, they've been used to not answering your phone calls as well, Virgo. I'm also getting 972. Okay, somebody could have a 972 phone number here, or 964. I'm also getting 334 or 387 or 664 here, Virgo. Okay, I'm also getting, somebody could have an old school phone like this in their home as well. Okay, yeah, I also feel like, Virgo, somebody knows that whoever this old school person is, they never miss a call from you, Virgo. Okay, they always answer. They may miss a couple of calls, but they always answer on time, even in your most darkest moments, in your isolated moments, and they always, tell you how to take action. There's a person here behind the scenes here, Virgo, that actually prays for your peace. Okay, for others of you guys, but that's going back into that singles. So let's not get too far into that. Let's keep going with the deceit here, okay, that somebody has been attracted to. Somebody's ego has led them in this trap too. Somebody definitely feels victim. They feel very confused. They don't know how to cope. They don't know how to deal, because somebody has a lot of money here, or somebody comes with some type of status, or somebody just knows how to tap into somebody's mind here. They know how to get them to, get them to behave how they want. They know how to make them think there's competition. They know how to make them think that, to fall for this bait, so that they have this fit here. Okay, they like doing this. They enjoy doing it. They enjoy playing on your heartstrings. I feel like this toxic relationship has been built on lies, okay, and it's been going on for a very long time. For Pinocchio's nose to get this long here, Virg, it's been going on for a very long time. Okay, so those of you guys that's been in these toxic relationships, Virg, that's been painting this picture, even if it's not you, Virgo, this could be somebody you completely done with. They've been painting this picture. They've been highlighting this shit on Instagram, social media. They've been highlighting certain things, hoping that you would see, Virgo, whatever it is. They've been trying to get you out the way, so that they could be on this pedestal, whatever it is. At the end of the day, the whole time they've been watching. They've been stalking. They know that their person is doing something. They realize they fell for a trap. They realize that the shit don't work. They realize you don't fall for the trap anymore. They realize they've been played. They realize that whatever this person then played them. It's different for everybody. I just see that whatever somebody was trying to do, it's going back. I also see you making a move here, Virgo, where you're doing the rejecting here. Somebody wasn't expecting that. They didn't expect you to say no. They didn't expect you to turn them down. That was unbelievable to this person. It really made all of their plans fall and crash here, Virgo. So this person now, they only have one choice, to either run back to you, or somebody's trying to run back to somebody here, Virg. I feel like somebody's trying to come in quick, because everything around them is crumbling, okay? It's crumbling. They thought you were naive, Virgo, because you played the game very well. The game that you didn't know you were playing, and you ended up winning. This person, they thought they was playing they knew they was playing the game, but they would act like they weren't. They act like they wasn't playing the game. They act like they didn't see it. They act like they didn't know. Yeah, this person, they filled with darkness here, Virgo, and they know how to put on the light. They know how to put on the charade. They know how to get what they want from people. They know how to take, and they give nothing. That's the difference between you and this person here, okay? And I feel like you could be leaving this no matter what this person has given you, because they could have given you a lot of material things, okay? They could have taken you all the way around the world. But what have they taken from you? They could have taken the identity. They could have taken whatever here. You got to deal with a lot. So I feel like this toxic relationship somebody has been in, yeah, that even though the work has been, somebody has had to work for it. Somebody has had to deal with somebody with them feeling like they did the work for it. Somebody is leaving. If you don't, this is what it's causing. Somebody here could even got their body operated on, getting doing all kind of shit to keep somebody around here. See, they don't respect it because they actually are natural. They work out in the gym. So it's like, yeah, it's just a good time. It's just a fat ass. But they made somebody believe that it was more. Maybe they got trapped in this situation, had a baby with somebody. So this whole time that this person was plotting to get with somebody for their finances, for their money, to be on this pedestal, whole time that they probably was just playing and plotting, Virgo, to be with you. They was trying to scare you. And they got stuck with this person. That's what I'm getting here, Virg. They didn't have babies. They didn't have financial obligations. They didn't sign some type of contract with this person here. Okay, because they fed them some type of energy. They fed them some type of something here, Virg, with strategy. After this person then been finessed there, Virg. Okay, now here it is. Here comes the boom. Here comes the boom. Okay, Virg. So you guys put the energy where it fits. For others of you guys, let's get into this singles read, because I feel like that's just more positive. That's the better energy to really be looking at right now, Virgo. I feel like all of this shit that we talked about, what's unfortunate, Virgo, but what's the realest shit and the best shit happening for you, what's unfortunate is that you already been there and done that. That's why you moving on was so unexpected to a lot of people that's been trying to play this game. You already 2 steps ahead because you've been in that. You played that game so many times before that you stopped realizing when you was in that motherfucker. Okay, so for those of you guys, Virgo, that's on that level, right? For those of you guys that's on that level, Virgo, I feel like you've learned how to assimilate, okay? You know how to use your intuition, but you also know how to do the work, okay? You also understand how to allow things to come to you, okay? So you're not in this state of restlessness, Virgo. You may think about people, during the day. You may think about people when things get hard, but at the same time, I feel like, Virgo, you just keep on shining. You just keep on rising here, especially those of you guys that are single now. That's who we focused on this energy, okay? Those of you guys that are single here, Virgo, I feel like people are choosing you, okay? When you don't realize it, while you just doing what you doing, you being chose up on. I feel like you've been doing the work for way too long here, okay? You've been tied into a lot of things that really don't really provide for you the way that you provide, okay? But this has built you this strength, this knowledge. See, this is all about you, Virgo, in your earth, okay? In your element, in your bag, okay? I feel like, Virgo, you have learned how to work with the elements, because you have to understand, being an earth sign, that means that you indulge in all of the elements. When you think about water, when you think about air, when you think about fire, it's all on what? Earth's ground. So you have been stable long enough. It's been too long, but of course it had to happen so that you can, really gain some type of knowledge here, some type of stability, some type of foundation, some type of coat here. I'm also getting that. Now, Virgo, if you you design clothes here, if you are, I've been getting this lately about this seamstress here, Virgo. If you are a designer here, you could be thinking about using actual fur skin here. If you wondering about people being upset, don't worry about it. Do it anyway, okay, Virgo? They're still buying it. They're still doing it. I know it sounds fucked up, but this is what it is. And as long as you're not going no sneaky, janky way, you ain't going out in the forest, no, whatever. But if you can afford to buy the material that's already there, Virgo, make sure that you do it, okay? I feel like, Virgo, people are going to try to convince you not to do certain things, and this could also be your mind as well, but go ahead and do it anyway. I feel like you are built of the light. You're built for the darkness, but you are made of the light, okay, Virg? So a lot of people are starting to see that. A lot of people, that had this, you've had this darkness. You've had to expose people's secrets in order to really discover your own, because it wasn't about exposing people's secrets, Virgo. That's what I'm getting for those of you guys that's been single. It's that you had to expose certain things about people that you've loved so that it could expose certain things about people that you loved, because you kind of have been oblivious. You kind of have just allowed things to be in the shadows because you simply love people, because you simply have this, ability to fight, this ability to stand, this ability to nurture, to mother, to father, to lead, okay? But oftentimes that shit comes with you reacting off what may seem as impulse to you when you look back on it, because you look back and you see the same people that you fought for are the same people that were doing this two-faced shit, laughing behind your back. But thank God for that, because that's what gave you the ability to create. You were already built to be able to deal with it. Now you being able to create something with what you were built on. And that's what gives you this independence and this freedom. Okay, so some of you guys, you've been single for this long time here, Virgo. But you had to go through certain things so that you can understand who you are. You can understand what you bring to the table, right? For others of you guys, you got to understand that you've been down through something, but this is your time to take your freedom back. It's not what you lost, it's what you're gaining. Okay? It's all about what you can gain, what you can do now. If you can turn your pain into success, then what the fuck can anybody laugh at? Okay? If God created you, what in hell could motherfucking stop you? You're going to continue to do the work. Even if God got to bring you back as a little bitty bee. If he got to bring you back as the eagle or a bee or whatever, it does not matter. Okay, no matter what spirit has to use to shock you, what God has to use you, he will use. Sometimes it may be a sting. Sometimes it may be some things we don't like, some things that make us itch. Sometimes it may be strength to be able to take a risk, to take a jump, to take a lead, to do something different, to be independent, to soar on your own. You get what I'm saying? Sometimes it's just simply having the eye. You may not have the skin, but you have the eye. At one point or another, that skin becomes tough enough for the eyes to see. It's nothing wrong with being fragile. It's nothing wrong with seeing the truth. It's nothing wrong in the way that you deliver it, because if that was not the way that you were supposed to, guaranteed you wouldn't have the strength, you wouldn't have the skin, you wouldn't have the eye, you wouldn't have the knowledge, you wouldn't have any ability to be able to do it. So Virgo, a lot of you guys, you're starting to understand. You're starting to understand that you're the magic. You're the teacher. You're the karma. Even if you show up as the snake, you're starting to understand I'm okay with that. Because sometimes you might have to show up as the predator, something that entices fear. Even though if the right man and the spiritual man, they come up and they see the dragon and they see the snake, the dragon will allow you to ride. They see your soul first, though. So a lot of people are afraid. They want you to submit in obedience, okay? But no, it doesn't matter. It's no obedience. I have to see your soul for you to ride, okay? Same thing with the snake. You put the cobra in a pillowcase or in a jar or in whatever, and if you want the cobra to come out, they gonna see your soul first. If you get scared, the cobra will what? Attack. See, Virgo, that's what you are. That's why that reading we did earlier today about what you say, Virgo, them being afraid, was so significant here. Okay. But yeah, Virgo, I feel that you see people for exactly who they are. The thing about you that people don't understand and they try to take for granted here, okay? You could be a hyena, you could be an eagle, you could be fiery, you could be creative, you could be nice and sweet. But people seem to forget that, Virgo, you've been through a lot of things, so you choosing. You could be a snake, but you choose to still protect and not eat the egg. That's where they get confused. And see, that's why Spirit and God is saying it's been too long. That's why you're being sent this spiritual partner, okay? I'm being led to read this to you guys. Let me get the book for this card. 1 second, you guys, okay? All right, so I'm going to read you guys this card from the Animal Spirit Deck guidebook here, okay? Earth sign with this fox card, okay? Here we are right here, bird. It says smart, strong partner or mate, wise teacher. The fox is an enchanting creature with plenty of mystique to go around. Fox personalities are skillful in business and also make great teachers. They are quick to learn and adapt well to new situations. Foxes are ideal life partners as they commit to relationships for the long term, and their natural charisma keeps things exciting. Fox's energy helps us stay true to those most dear to us. When this card appears, reconnect to those you love. Foxes don't do well when they slip away. When in balance, magical, ingenious teacher, monogamous. When out of balance, sneaky, unsure of their identity. To bring into balance, partnership, and connection. And I feel like, Virgo, that's the thing. A lot of people will come around you and you bring this balance to them. And as soon as they feel balanced, what do? They get sneaky. They get unsure of your identity. They start thinking you doing magic against them. They see you as this ingenious teacher. They see you being monogamous, but they start being unsure of themselves. You get what I'm saying? So Virgo, some of you guys, this partnership and connection, that person that's choosing you, all that shit is being eliminated. They're going to understand you, your weaknesses, your flaws. They're going to understand your greatness. They're going to see you for this first before they ever see anything else. They don't want you to see them as this sneaky person. They don't want you to see them as unsure of their identity. But what they see you as, this new relationship that you guys are coming into, okay, they see you as this smart, strong partner, mate. A lot of you guys, you had to go through certain lessons because this is who you are. This is what you represent here, Virgo. So it wasn't about them. It's always been about you. They don't bring the magic. You can feel in love with people and think that they make you feel in love. No, Virgo, that's your magic. To be able to feel in love, to be able to see people, their flaws and all, and still love them and accept them, Virgo, that is magic. A lot of people have been wanting you to count that out about yourself while you're counting them in and validating them and giving them source and energy to feel good about themselves to go do it with somebody else. So this next move that you're making here, Virgo, I feel like it's one that nobody can expect, not even you. I feel like this next move that's happening here, this is God, shaking things up. This is God making things right. Whether you have been in a relationship that has been toxic and God sees your heart, they see that you're being strong, they see that you're trying to be faithful and hold on. He's still gonna remove you from it, and He's gonna do it with ease, and He's gonna put you in a situation of ease, even though it may be uncomfortable because everybody is seeing it. Don't worry, it's gonna be with ease for your next foundation, your next habitation. That's what I'm getting for the next landscape, the next territory, however you need to look at it, okay? For others of you guys, He done created you to get ready, to be on this next territory, to be in this unknown territory, to be on this new habitat, and to be able to adapt, to be, it's like God been giving you the message already that yes, you are rare. Don't settle. Let them chase you. Even though you've been chasing all of these other things, God made it that way. If He wanted you to sit back and be silent and not say a thing, that's what He did. It doesn't take away from who you are, the magic that you have, and what He created you to be. But what is going on now is that singles, I'm really getting it. What is going on now is, see, He created you this way. He created you to be able to deal and see and be certain things that it took the eye to understand, right? And He's building somebody that's built for all of that. Look at that. He building somebody with the spine and the structure that is built for all of that, okay? If you've been in a relationship that's toxic, it's cool. You done earned your stripes. You got what you needed in a relationship. You got your backbone. You've been that backbone. You know that you did right here. That doesn't mean that you have to stay down. That means now it's time for you to walk. It's time for you to move. It's time for you to create something new. It's time for you to put all that energy into one little gem of something that is solid in foundation here. See, when you building yourself and you healing yourself, you will always show up like this. But when you are healed, you're going to show up like this. All that energy still exists, but it's only showing up as one color now. It's showing up in one way. It's showing up as something different. It's showing up as something that don't even get involved with the lions and the beasts and the tigers and the flies and this. We don't really hear people talking about stingrays and zebras and elephants. They just let them be. The only time we hear them talking about it is that, something could be on the extinct avert, whatever. But that take real-hearted people to see that, right, Bird? So I feel like, Virgo, you got this eye of the dragon. You see people for who they are, eye of the tiger, and you meeting that. You meeting your match. Some of you guys, this is a physical. You got your eye on the tiger. Those of you guys that's been in that relationship, and others of you guys that haven't been, that new level, that phase up. You got to get ready to, make it all work and use it with other people. But some of you guys that's in these relationships, you've been putting in this hard work for a long time, and you keep getting the second end of the stick here because you feel like that's what makes you loyal. That's what makes you a good husband, a good wife, a good provider, a good partner, a good, confidant, a good worker, whatever it may be here, Virg. But that's the point, that you got to step out of that box, okay? That's the point. That's what's creating that blockage. You know what's necessary. You know it's time for you to take this risk. You know it's time for you to make a move, for you to jump, for you to let this rain pour all over you so that the rain can pour something new so that you can be fulfilled, so your cups can be filled back up. You got to let it rain. You got to let it pour. You got to let it go, okay? Even if you're going to slow down the money, even if you think people going to look at you funny, even if you think this person going to come against you, that's okay. God, you already built for it. You got a shell for it. You got a home for it. You got the image for it. You got the voice for it. All you got to do is step out of your shell. Point blank, period. Let it pick you. And a lot of you guys that's single, see, you've been understanding that. That's why you have to be single for this amount of time. I know you probably been wondering why, and they doing this, and I look like this, and why this, and why that. Because it's different. You earning different stripes. You earning different stripes. Different stripes, okay? Different stripes, because it's in you, not on you. That means that you can adapt to any situation. You are chosen for something. So don't question it. Just know that, baby, it's something about you. There's something about you, your eggs, what you're able to create, your magic, your gift, that I'm telling you, God ain't going to allow. Spirit will not allow everybody around. You got to be able to transform first and make certain decisions without being able to be confused, looking back, helping the wrong people. See, you got to be in a certain mind state of regalness. You got to be in a certain mind state of, look, this is what it is. I may be an earth sign, but I still roar like a lion. I still have passion, because any other sign, they had to understand what? How to survive in an earth sign's environment. It doesn't matter if you're the most fiery person in the world. Fire only destructs earth. If fire get in water, fire ain't doing shit. The only thing that can survive without oxygen is earth. If you really think about it. Because they already said it's life on Mars. We really don't need oxygen to survive on Earth. We can put a little mass tank on and you can survive on Earth. You can put a little mass tank on, we can survive in water. We can put a little mass tank, little cover up, and baby, guess what? You can walk through fire. Baby, when you become an earth, if you've been blessed to be an earth sign in this time, you got to understand. You didn't have to experience every element to really get into your power. And when you get into your power, you could be kind, just like motherfucking Simba and what was it, Simba? Simba and Scar? Even if the enemy kill you, that don't mean they destroy your legacy. They destroy your name. They take your territory. They might have it for a little while. They don't get it for that long. See, you being picked because somebody liked the way you speak that shit. Somebody liked that fire. Somebody liked your creativity. Somebody liked the way you do whatever you do, Virgo. It could be speaking that shit. It could be your intuition. It could be staying in the house. It could be at the job. It could be, being creative. It could be not being a part of what everybody else is doing. You got bigger goals. You got bigger dreams. You got bigger, requirements. A lot of people get on here and talk about, yes, I require dates and I require this. Virgo like, nah, baby, I require real love. You can require a date, Virgo, you know that. They can require a date and not give you no love. No, I require real love, real passionate sex, real men, real women. And see, you represent that. A lot of people are intimidated by real. When they see people being real, they not used to it, Virgo. They want to run from it, or they think they got to possess it. They got to use it. They got to get on top of it. See, that's the difference between the crows and the eagles. We talked about that the other day, Virg. You're not a crow, even though you understand it. Even though you understand doing dirty work. Even though you understand being around vultures, you're not a crow. You're not an air sign. To be quite frank, you're not even an eagle. But you can possess every one of these energies, whether it be an ant, whether it be whatever, because you can look in this deck. Each one that represents the earth sign is something of resilience, something of stability, something of security in this deck. Point blank, period. Okay? The only one. Okay? We got the B here. Virgo, same thing. The hard worker. You have the buffalo. Really, in this deck, ain't even an earth sign, but in the deck, it tells you that this in the order should be one that's considered of the earth sign. It's reason for that. You got the fox here. Oh, and actually, the buffalo is there. They have the bee as the air sign. I take that back. The bee actually represents, I take that back, run that back, you guys. The bee represents, we all know as Virgos, us. But they have it as an air sign. Okay, Virg? But we have the buffalo. This is actually, yes, an earth sign here. The elk, an earth sign here. Stability, resilience, knowledge, spiritual power, the ability to withstand, contentment. Okay, Bird? The fox here, the leader, the wise one. See, you go through all of these phases here. This is how they see you every time, though, Virgo, as the mouse. The one that pays attention to detail, the annoyance, the nuisance, The ones that stays in too long, they may miss a few things. You don't miss anything, because when it's time for you to come out of your shell, you always do. Period. When the time arrives, here you are, ready to transform, ready to leap, ready to, it don't matter where they put you, Virgo, you're going to adapt. So you don't have to have fear of adapting and of leaving a toxic relationship. The others of you guys going into this new relationship here, child, don't worry. Don't change up shit about yourself. Be you and enjoy being you. Because let me tell you, this person, they running in circles. They running around like a motherfucking mouse trying to figure out how to adapt to you. How can me, this water sign, get comfortable with being on earth? And that is so crazy, because this otter represents the water sign, but we know what the otter is. How they play on earth. Yeah, they trying to figure out, how the hell can I make this earth sign survive in water? How can I give this earth sign? How can I, not even how to make you survive, Virgo. They trying to figure out how to adapt on your shit. If they got to get crusty, I'm going to get crusty, Virgo. Oh, yeah, I like that. They thinking hard, too, Virgo. They stretching their limbs. They stretching every part of them. They trying to heal every part of them. They trying to tie up every part of them. They don't give a fuck if they got to flood the earth, Virgo, if they get a little bit of wings to be able to fly around with you. See, Virgo, somebody done picked you. See, some of you guys, this is you picking you. The ones that's leaving that relationship, you're taking lead. Okay, this person, they ain't gonna do shit, Virgo. If you afraid, don't worry about it. Others of you guys, though, Virgo, you done been taking lead. You've been waiting for this moment. You done exposed everything that you need to expose. You just been sitting back waiting, and that was the move that you had to make. You just started being yourself. You just started being divine here, Virgo, and you're allowing everything to come to you. It's coming to you, Virg. It's coming to you. Everybody getting out of their element to come to you. There's nothing that you have to do anymore. There's no more rebirth. There's no more anything. Virgo, you just show up. You've been dried out for so long, of course your skin cracked. You've been silenced for so long, of course you gonna speak with some anger, some rage, some passion, some truth. You didn't have to protect what you had, what you've been building for so long. This golden egg, the real golden egg for so long, Virgo, of course you're gonna be in protection mode. But if the right hand comes around, guess what, Virgo? You might have all of this that represents something that might bite you. But if the right person comes around, guess what you'll do, Virgo? You gonna give it to them. Now you protecting everything. You gonna birth the egg. Now it's the legacy that we gonna protect. You still gonna be that way. You still gonna be loyal. You still gonna be hard working. You still gonna be able to use all of these energies and elements that you didn't have to learn a lesson about. You still gonna move the same exact way. See, people think, Virgo, that if they can silence you, if they can shut you down, if they can make you think A, B, and C, that you will start moving a certain way. What they realize is that you will always move this way. You will always move this way. You're not the same. Some people want to be on top of the world. Some people, if you're on top of the world, you in the world. But Virgo, you're not of the world. Baby, you can survive in this world when the earth is on fire, because you were made for that. There's something that you're protecting here, Virgo, that's deeper. It's way deeper than this relationship stuff. There's some type of knowledge that you possess, this gift. Okay, Virgo, the way that you see the world, the way that you work, the way that you operate, the heart that you have, this effortlessness that people seem to think that you just, it looks so easy. There's something here, I'm telling you, man, God really have this, God, the universe, has this calling on you. And there's a water sign here, Virgo. I feel like that's the only thing, because we all know about Noah's ark and the earth being flooded. It's not that the water can destroy the earth. It can always recreate from that, because all it takes is a seed and a little drip of water for something to regrow, right, Virg? But water has a lot to do with the emotion. And it's not that they can destroy you, but you always rebuild after you deal with the water sign. Okay, so you have to let these new emotions flood, and you have to let them run. Understand that this is what God built you for. If not, we would not have to water plants. If not, there will be no significance in speaking love into plants so that they can blossom and groom. You get what I'm saying, Virgo? There is something so special about you. Okay, a lot of people want you to show up as the crow. Stop associating yourself with the crow. The crow represents death. You are not a crow. You might as well be a bear. You might as well be a bee. You could be a whole lot of things. Most of you guys, where's that dove card? I'm going to find it. I ain't finna make shit up. Yeah, you got eagle energy. You got a lot of energy, but a lot of you guys, you show up just like this, Virgo. Just like this. Where is it at? The peacock, that's a part of it too. You can assimilate through anything, but I want to find this card. 1 second. Yeah, the black egg. We all know that. Spirit, like, yeah, they show up as the black egg. You show up as the black egg for sure. The black egg, they got patience, they got love, they got knowledge, they sit back and wait until they get old and crinkly and all that. God really wants you to know, don't do that this time. Okay, Virg? Don't wait till your hair grow. Don't wait till your kids get old. Don't wait till whatever. Don't wait till you got enough motherfucking skin. Just go ahead and do it now. Okay, some of you guys, you've been waiting so long. You've been waiting so long. That's why you getting something that's going to be everything right. Some of you guys, you know what time it is. Independence is showing up in any shape and form. And that card didn't come out because God, I feel like, Virgo, you'll see it when the time is right. I wanted to find it and it didn't come out. But one thing about it, Virgo, it does not take away from what it is. Everything else is showing. So just because they don't see that one good thing, don't forget to see everything else that's in you. Just because you're not getting that one good thing or you got to walk away from one good thing, don't forget what else is coming for you. You get what I'm saying? This is your independence. This is that new start. It's been way too long. Way too long for you to be single. Way too long for you to be in this relationship. Last but not least here, Virgo, I got to do one last thing. Let me grab my book real quick. Move over. Let me grab my book. We just gonna pick here by random here, okay? And we gonna see what we led to today here, okay? Well, I'm gonna start where I was being led to. So we in Acts 9:5 here, okay? Verse 19. It says, saying, let me start from where it was. And when Simon saw that through laying on the apostles' hands of the Holy Ghost was given, he offered them money, saying, give me also this power, that on whosoever I lay hands, he may receive the Holy Ghost. But Peter said unto him, thy money perish with thee, because thou hast thought that the gift of God may be purchased with money. Thou hast never part nor lot in this matter, for thy heart is not right in the sight of God. Repent therefore of this wickedness, and pray God, if perhaps the thought of thine heart may be forgiven of thee. For I perceive that thou art in gall of bitterness, in the bond of iniquity. Then answered Simon and said, pray ye to the Lord for me, that none of these things which ye have spoken come upon me. And then, when he testified and preached the word of the Lord, returned to Jerusalem, and he preached the gospel in many villages of the Samaritans. And the angel of the Lord spoke unto Philip, saying, arise and go toward the south, and to that way go, down from Jerusalem into Gaza, which is desert. And he arose and went, and behold, a man of how you say it that's sad. Y'all get what I'm saying. Ethiopia, of an unich and a great authority under Candace, queen, the Ethiopians, who had the charge of all her treasure, and had come to Jerusalem for the worship, was returning and sitting to the chariot for the prophet. The Spirit unto Philip, go near and join thyself into the chariot. And Philip ran to him and heard in him read the prophet Isaiah and said, understand thou what you read? And he said, how can I, except some man should guide me? And he desired Philip that he would come up and sit with him. Basically, you guys are getting what I'm saying here. Okay, you got people that's wanting to be around you here because they see this calling that you have on your name. You've been with people because they've seen that you've had this calling on your name. But it's not about the money. What you do is what you do. So therefore, what you move on into, you will always be protected. Point blank, period. Do you understand what I'm saying? Use the word, use your knowledge, use your gifts, use your experience, everything that you've been through, especially if you're a believer in God. You gotta know, yeah, he might have gave you something. That don't mean that that's where he wanted you to stay. He might have gave you somebody that might not have had the best intention so that you can get to a better position. That don't mean that you was the fool, you was the coward, you're taking a loss. That means that when it's time for you to elevate and go into the next phase, he gonna make sure you have a way that is comfortable. He gonna make sure you got something to fall back on. He gonna make sure that you can rebuild yourself, that you have learned something. So he can either take it by force and create change, or you can create change on your own. And see, a lot of you guys, you've been creating this change, those of you guys that are single, and this is the reason why you about to get all this little mingling, and you're gonna be able to discern on, you ain't even gonna have to choose on who wants you. It's choosing you. You ain't even gonna have to choose if you want a divorce. That choice is coming to you. The option is here. God said do it and be obedient, or I'm gonna make it happen anyway. That is the message that I have for you guys, Virgo. Anybody that tried to stop you, it does not matter. As long as you have remained obedient, he's going to make it happen anyway. Even if you didn't obey, some of you guys, you got a calling on your name that God is going to make it happen anyway. But you're going to learn that lesson anyway too. You get what I'm saying? I love you. I love you. I love you. It's been way too long. Way too long. And God said, be ready, get it ready, get it ready, get it ready. Come on. Girl, don't you do that. Boy, don't you do that. Before I let you guys go, Virgo, I actually had one song. And I think I did this song once before in a Virgo reading. But it's Disturbance by Thames. Okay, and I like her. She's such a chill person and she just do what she do, right? So let's get onto that song real quick. The song is called Interference. I'm going to read these lyrics and I'm going to let you guys go, Virgo. It says, if you thought I was disturbed before, baby boy, I'm going to disturb you now. If you thought I was disturbed before, baby girl, I'm going to disturb you now. Disturb you. Give me shame, I give you peace from underneath. Give me mind. Give me mind, I'll be the light to reignite. Can you open up the doors to let me in? Can you open up the doors to let me in? You can put the hurt inside on top of my head as I sing the love inside from out my mouth. Tell me what you need to find. Tell me now. Tell me what you need to find. Man, this is God for some of y'all saying this. This is a place with no shame. See, this is some of y'all, God created you to be this way, to accept certain things. And please believe that he going to give you your shelter, your foundation. He didn't do it in vain. Please understand that. Okay, so keep being who he created you to be. Okay. And that even if you got to lead people or you got to receive people, you got to let go of guards, fears, doubts, whatever. It doesn't matter. Or if you got to let go of lovers and you got to let go of ideas and expectations, it does not matter. But listen, it says, this is the place with no shame. This is the mind with no frame. This is the light with no dark. This is the truth with no faults. This is the place with no shame. This is the mind with no frame. This is the light with no pain. This is a place with no shame. If you thought I'd be distracted, baby boy, I'm going to distract you now. If you thought you couldn't be reminded, baby girl, I'm going to remind you now. Tell me what you need to find now. Tell me what you need to find. Virgo, that is the message that I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for the love, the joy, support, and patience. Don't forget to hit the like button before we get out of here. We're gonna hit one little spiritual spark message. What do we got today? It says your growth. Ooh, Virg, your growth scares people who don't want to change. Are you getting shit from people you think you should be should be cheering you on? If you thought of them as scared as people instead of giant assholes, could you be more compassionate with them, or at least their current assholishness slide for now? Compassion tastes nicey and minty fresh, doesn't it? People shit on you and you show them compassion, Virg, and they're expecting it to smell good, to taste good. They're expecting you to come back and be nice. They're expecting you to, you get what I'm saying? After they shit on you, where they do that at? Where they do that at? Hold on 1 second. Okay. Where do they? Like, people wanna do you bad, and then when you react, Virgo, then they wanna say you're being negative. People want you to feel negative for simply, for simply asking for the respect and love, loyalty, compassion that you show them. That's not negative, Virg. That's why that self-care thing earlier that we talked about in that previous video is so important, okay? Because your growth scares people, because the more you grow, the more they realize they can't control you. The more they realize that, you outgrown them. The more they realize they're in the same place. The more they realize they may lose you. The more that they feel insignificant. The more they feel like they have to make changes to keep up with you. So they may discourage you to change. But see, when you get around this, Virgo, a lot of you guys that's been through this process, these singles, you've been single for over 5 years, 5 to 7 years here. I am telling you. Some of you guys, it's even a year. You're learning very fast here. But those of you guys that's a little older, you get into the 30s, 30, 35, you've been a little single for a while, trust me. Trust and believe me, you've been learning some things. Because the quicker it comes, the quicker it leaves. So you done built something here based off a real foundation, based off a real principle, based off of real morals. So when you get all these options, you're able to make a decision. You're not picking from a place of that you would have picked in being in your childlike mind. You're not picking from a place of feeling insecure and fearless and not knowing what's going to be on the other side. You're going to pick because you're going to know that this is the side that I prayed for. It ain't nothing lacking here. It's a no deal. It's a no-brainer. You get what I'm saying, Virgo? It says, be the change you wish to see in this bitch. It's time for you to be that bitch. It's time for you to not only, you've been voicing change. Nobody sees it because you're not showing that change. Because you've been afraid of hurting people's feelings. You've been afraid of being hurt. It's time for you to be that bitch and understand, can't nothing hurt me. I built for it. I'm made for it. I'm ready for it. I'm ready to make changes. I'm ready to receive changes. Yeah, Virgo, some of you guys, you going on and up, and I'm telling you guys, it says, hey, you, the one who sees what's wrong in the world and the one who knows the difference between being an activist and being a whiny-ass complainer is action. You want to be in the world, you want the world to be more kind the fuck out on people in your life. Hate litter bugs, pick up some trash. Can't stand judgmental blowhards, quit judging them for being so judgmental. It's quite that simple. And see, a lot of you guys, you've learned this game. And that's why you're ready for the next phase. Whether you single or you in a relationship happy, or a relationship in a toxic relationship you about to leave. Okay? And those of you guys that are in happy relationships, stop watching things that cause you to think negative shit, that cause you to want to be happy in your relationship. Point blank, period. Sometimes you outgrow card readers and card readings and all that, and you gotta rely on your own discernment, your own voice, your own gift, your own intuition. If not, then you're gonna open doors that ain't even supposed to be open in your life. If it's happy, it's happy. Be present in your moment. Don't create something that's not there. And see, Virgo, a lot of you guys, that's what they've been doing, creating things that's not there to keep you in the past. But if you at this moment where you got it, I don't know why you on here. So like I said, this message is for those those that are single or in toxic ass relationships. No in between. Because Virgo, you coming into a place in your life where there is no in between. Everything is very clear because you're making it clear. That's why you getting what you create. You're getting what you receive. You're getting what you put out into this universe. Don't forget to hit the like button. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Use your voice, Virgo. Use your voice. You can fight without fighting. You can fight in a respectful way. You can fight without having none of your shit, without creating shame and without losing your dignity. But if you don't stand up for your Virgo, you're going to drown in that. So this is your reminder today to stand up and remind yourself who you are. Not only who you are, remind them who you are, because a lot of you guys, you know who you are. It's time for you to remind them. So accept this love or walk away to this next phase. Either way, embrace it all, Virgo. I love you guys. See you next time. Toodaloo.